What's going on, guys? So if you're familiar with GameStop, you probably know that they sell retro classics now, which obviously, as you can see on my screen, that means they sell games and consoles for like Nintendo 64, GameCube, Game Boy, all kinds of old systems, as they call retro. So in this video, I'm going to be seeing if it's really worth it to buy those games and consoles from GameStop, because we know GameStop is usually more expensive than other places. So basically, I'm going to go on GameStop and search some games, and go on eBay and search some games and see, how the conditions and how the prices compare, and see if it's really even worth it to shop for retro games at GameStop. Because I mean, if GameStop really does have all these games and consoles for a decent price, then honestly, it might be a good reason to use GameStop. So I have this notepad. I kind of wrote down some games and consoles I'm going to look at. So I got 5 games from Nintendo 64. 5 from the Super NES, and then 5 from just the NES. So in this video, I'll just be going into the the Nintendo retro classics. Maybe another video I'll look at some other consoles, but this video is just gonna be some of the Nintendo classics. So let's go ahead and start out. So let me separate these windows so we can see easier. So this side, one side will have eBay, one side will have GameStop. So let's see. Let's pull up my notepad. So first, we'll just start with the Nintendo 64. Let's make this smaller and get it out of the way. Oh, it's not liking my mouse drags right now. Alright, so Nintendo 64. Let's see how much it costs on GameStop just for the console. If it'll load. Alright, so here we go. Nintendo 64 system. You can buy it pre-owned for $70, $69.99. So I guess that's, first glance, that's not terrible. I know these things kind of sell for a decent amount nowadays. So they got a pre-owned gaming guarantee, product guarantee to work. I highly doubt it would include a box or manual, because that's just not how GameStop rolls. And pictured item obviously is not going to represent it. And 7-day money back guarantee. So I guess that's good. At least if it doesn't work in the first 7 days, you can return it. Let's see how much it cost on eBay. It's a console. So first listings I'm seeing. So these are pretty cool, nice colors. And I'm seeing them for, right here I'm seeing one for $60. But this looks like it's just the console. I don't see a controller or anything with these. So you can pick your controller or pick your console. They will have cords included, but I don't think they include controllers. I think GameStop's got a pretty decent price here, $70 for a guaranteed to work system that comes with all the cords and the controller you need. But eBay is kind of up for grabs on what you can get. I mean, everything I'm seeing on eBay is $60 or $70 just for the console. So that's one step in the right direction for GameStop. Now let's try some games. So Star Fox 64. Search it over here too. Let's kind of see. So Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64 from GameStop is $15. And let's see. It's also $15 on eBay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing $15 on eBay as well. Here's $12.50, but that's on bids right now. So the only thing, so I mean, yeah, so GameStop and eBay about the same price. And again, GameStop's got this guarantee. So I'm sure it's pretty easy to return it if it doesn't work. Now, obviously, you're not seeing the actual picture right here, so that could be an issue. You never know if they give you a game that's kind of yellowed or whatever. At least on eBay, you're seeing the actual picture of the actual cartridge you're getting in most cases. But in general, I think I'd set up GameStop here because it's about the same price, and GameStop you have a pretty firm guarantee. Whereas eBay, if you've ever shopped on eBay, you know that people can mess with you sometimes, and it might be hard to get your money back. So let's try Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. So this game, it's still crazy to me how these games sell for so much. Like, this is like a brand new game price, $50 for Super Smash Bros. And this game came out like, I don't know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. But I mean, it's a good game. Now this one I'm seeing better prices on eBay. Wow, so yeah, I'm seeing it's $50 on GameStop, But eBay, I'm seeing plenty of games for 20, 21 bucks. So, all right, GameStop falls short there. So 2 for GameStop, one for eBay. Now let's try Mario Kart N64. So Mario Kart, 40 bucks, and 25 bucks on eBay. So that's another one for eBay. Of course, GameStop got kind of a more guaranteed, but I mean, $15 difference. It's hard to beat that. And Donkey Kong 64. Now well, I just typed in Donkey 64. Let's see, 20 bucks over here on GameStop, and it's about 25 bucks on eBay. So actually, I think GameStop wins here, or it's about even, you know. So if it's even, I'm gonna go with GameStop just because they have probably a better guarantee. So that's 2 for, actually let's go ahead and keep count down here where we got our ratings at. So GameStop, we've got 4, I think, and eBay 1. So wow, GameStop's pretty impressive so far. Let's try GoldenEye 007. See what GameStop's got here. So there's a bunch of different games. It's pulling up newer games. Maybe if I search N64. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. So GameStop's got it for 20 bucks. Guess I need to specify on both of these. And so GameStop's got it for 20 bucks, and eBay, yeah, 21, 30, 22, so about even, but I just say GameStop again because of the guarantee. So wow, that's pretty good. Oh, now that I think about it, it's actually 4 this way. I know eBay had 2 because of Mario Kart and Super Smash. Let me get that right. So now let's try the Super NES. I'm probably not gonna go into all these games because it'll take a while, but let's go ahead and at least look at the consoles and a few more games. So this is actually GameStop. I search SNES and it's looking up the Classic Edition. Let's see if we have, you know, the original. I would assume so. Dude, they're showing me socks. What are you doing? Show me the original Super Nintendo. Come on. Not the dang classic or socks or anything. Here we go. So 80 bucks. All right. And over here on eBay, showing me a bunch of the classic consoles. But it's showing about, you know, 95 bucks for a system with 2 controllers. System with 1 controller, 78.99. Okay, so I think it's a tad bit. Well, here's another one. Oh, this one's 44 bucks for. Oh, that's the mini. Never mind. So yeah, I mean, obviously eBay's got a lot of varying prices and for their consoles, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you know, I'd call them even here. GameStop's got a pretty decent price, pretty average price, but obviously eBay's got a lot of different selection. So let's try Super Double Dragon. Now the funny thing, when I was making this list, the funny thing to look at is how almost every single SNES game has Super in it. You know, they were really emphasizing the Super, but I just found that pretty funny. So Super Double Dragon. So it's 40 bucks on GameStop. Wow. And dude, I'm seeing it for 13 bucks on eBay. That's a hard win for eBay. eBay's catching up a little bit. GameStop's had a pretty decent price on some of their stuff, but these random games will be super expensive, which is kind of weird. So let's try Super Bomberman 2. And we'll see what we get here. So another game from GameStop, 30 bucks. And on eBay, 20 bucks, 22. Here's one that's 18. That's on bids right now. 28. So you know, eBay's still a little bit better priced here. I'm gonna give it to eBay here. So eBay and GameStop are neck and neck now. GameStop was doing good for a while. Let's see, Super Mario World. Oh, I just pressed something. I did not mean to do that. Come on, GameStop. Get with the program. So Super Mario World. Now this game is... I honestly haven't played a whole lot of old classic consoles like Super NES and NES and Nintendo 64, but I played Super Mario World plenty in the past, and that game's really fun. So let's see. GameStop's actually got it for 15 bucks, and eBay, I'm seeing 20 bucks for eBay, 16 bucks. So they're around the same price. I'm gonna have to give it to GameStop though, just because as I've said in the past, they got their better guarantee. So let's try one more from. Actually, let's try Super Metroid and Legend of Zelda, and then we'll just try a couple NES games. So Super Metroid. Maybe. So wow, if you get it complete in box on eBay, it's 90 bucks. So just the game though, 34 bucks. So 30, 35 bucks I'd say, or 35, 40. What about GameStop? Here it is, 45. Oh, so I gotta give that easily to eBay. Much cheaper. And now Legend of Zelda for the SNES. If I can spell it correctly. I'm just going to copy this over because I don't feel like typing all that out again. Copy and paste. The beauty of it. So Legend of Zelda for the Super Nintendo is about 15 bucks on eBay. Or 22, 19, 22. I might be looking, I think they're all the same Legend of Zelda game. They might be different versions, I'm not sure. So I'm seeing about 20 to 25 to 30 on eBay, and 20 bucks on GameStop. So about this neck and neck. So I have to give it to GameStop again. It's pretty good. How about the NES console? Last console. We'll do a few more games and see which website pulls out. You know, it's neck and neck. I honestly thought GameStop would be dead in the water by now. I thought that'd be like way priced over eBay. So no, eBay's got its faults, but eBay's usually pretty good for retro stuff just because of the variety of stuff you can find. So NES console on eBay, refurbished, one controller, 75 bucks. 80 bucks on GameStop. Okay. Here's one that's 68, 75. 20 bucks for one that's got a yellow tint to it. 55 bucks. So as I've said in the past, NES, you know, really varies, or the consoles on eBay really vary in price, but I think they come out a little bit cheaper on eBay, so I'm gonna have to give that to eBay here. So tied neck and neck. Let's try Punch Out. I think I've played this game before. I just clicked on something. Whoops. So Punch Out, the NES. Alright, so it's 20 bucks on GameStop. And I'm seeing it for 9 bucks, 12 bucks. Alright, so I'm going to have to give that to eBay. eBay is about 10 bucks cheaper. Uh-oh, eBay just took the lead. Come on, GameStop. Step it up. Let's try Mario Bros. For the NES. Super classic. If I can spell it correctly. There we go. Alright, so Super Mario Bros. Well, actually, there's two different ones. There's Mario Bros., which I guess is like the OG original Mario Bros. And there's Super Mario Bros. Let's look at both of them. So Mario Bros. 25 bucks on GameStop. Now, how about... I don't even know if I can find, you know, like original Mario Bros. On eBay, because it's not given to me. I'm just seeing Super Mario Bros. So let's compare Super Mario Bros. So Super Mario Bros. On GameStop is about 8 bucks. I'm seeing 7 bucks on eBay. 8 bucks. So you also see the Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt combo, which is actually cheaper. But as I think it's actually cheaper on, it's actually cheaper on GameStop as well, $3. So I'm gonna have to get a GameStop here. I think GameStop's a little bit cheaper actually. Let's try Megaman 2. There was one time years ago I bought a bunch of Megaman games for the NES for like real cheap from somebody. I had no idea Megaman games were worth so much, but I was able to sell like 5 Megaman games for a bunch of money. For some reason, Megaman games are worth a ton of money. Megaman 2 for the NES on GameStop is $20, and I'm seeing $30 on eBay, $20, $20. All right, I'm gonna give GameStop again. It's neck and neck, but GameStop comes out a little bit ahead. So now Tetris. Got 2 more games left. So let's see if eBay can come back. So Tetris for the NES on GameStop is $3, and ooh, I'm seeing $7 on eBay. Wow. So I think part of that is because, you know, GameStop's got the advantage of having a brick and mortar store, so you can go to their store and buy it for $3, whereas eBay, they're gonna have to ship it to you. So these prices you're seeing are already including shipping, which is why it costs a little bit more. But you know, that's a fault of eBay. So I'm gonna have to give it to GameStop there. And so basically, GameStop's actually, we'll try one more. Castlevania, last one I got. But GameStop takes it on this one. So I think GameStop is actually worth it to buy classic games, at least from pricing and condition and, you know, return standpoint. Castlevania is about $20 on GameStop and $13 on eBay, so eBay comes about ahead there, but eBay still loses 9-8. So yeah, GameStop, I think from this, at least this analysis, GameStop came out pretty well on the retro side. You know, it might not be the best place to buy all your retro stuff, because some games are cheaper on eBay and you can find specifically like what you're looking for. Like, you know, on eBay you can buy games like still in the box and with the manual. If you're going to GameStop, you're probably just going to get the game or the cartridge and that's it. So you got to have a certain level of expectation. But maybe one day I'll actually buy a retro game from GameStop and, you know, kind of see what they send me and see if you know, if it's in good condition and all that kind of stuff. But I'm glad that GameStop has kind of like a guarantee, and if it doesn't work, then you can give it back. Whereas eBay, if it doesn't work, you know, you gotta deal with the hassle of trying to argue with somebody else that sold it to you. So I think overall, GameStop's actually a pretty fair place to buy retro games from. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you've bought anything from GameStop, you know, any retro games or consoles, and let me know what your experience was. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.